Alright, welcome to part 2 of our adventures in the Telos Academy, and if you're wondering why my character is wearing no clothes, then you obviously didn't watch part 1, because the Achani like to duel naked, apparently. I think I already talked to her about everything. About the other handmaiden.
Have you returned to fight again?
Don't want to fight yet, I want to talk to the others. Anything in here? Any loots, maybe? Aha. I'm just gonna take some of your stuff while I'm here. Joshi Advisor armor, that's what I was wearing before. So now I have 3 sets of that, I think. But, yeah, I'll take it, I guess. Okay. It's funny, like, I get 3 sets of it, and a bunch of, like, that headgear I keep getting the same copy of, but, other people who might want it might go through this entire game and never find a copy. Just the way the tables work out. These are their dormitories, I guess. Shield. Let's see what other trinkets they have. Just a med pack. The simple life, eh? I guess while I'm here I might as well keep fighting them.
Have you returned to fight?
Yes.
Very well. I shall honor your request. Our next battle will be using the higher forms among the Ichani. You may choose hands and feet, or whatever melee weapon you wish, but use no other items or Jedi techniques.
Let me get ready.
Seek what?
Alright, so I can equip some of my... Let's see what we have here. I was using, I think the Zyrock Fiber Blade, wasn't I? Although I haven't really upgraded it yet. So what's that? 3 to 12? This is 2 to 12, fully upgradable. I'm gonna use this one. Yeah, I probably should take the time to upgrade this first, but whatever, I'll do that later. Still can't use armor, I don't think. I'm gonna try to. I'll probably just maybe disrobe again, but alright, this is the upgraded copy I have.
Have you returned to?
Yes.
Very well. Our next you then let.
Alright, yeah, still can't use armor, but I can use weapons. That's good. Can't use force powers, but I can use Master Flurry. Wonder what happens if I use like buffs before I start. It probably will get rid of them or something. Or it'll disqualify me, one of the two. They're definitely tough opponents, that's for sure. There we go. It's a good flurry of hits there. Nice.
You have succeeded. If you
Challenge you
Very
again.
well. Our next battle shall be free of restriction on weapons and items, and you may use whatever technique, Jedi or otherwise, you wish to attempt to defeat me. In turn, I will spare none of our forms against you.
Alright, let me get ready.
See
You still can't wear armor though, I think. Could probably get something better than this. Dexterity plus 3, yeah, I'll go with that, because they don't use energy stuff, so... How am I doing health-wise? I could use another dexterity, actually, maybe. I probably want that, though. Alright, that seems to be pretty good. I'm gonna get my heals up, though. Health back up, rather. I should probably wait until I have full force again. What about headgear? I haven't checked that for a while. What does this do again? More stealth. I guess I could probably get something better. Oh, there we go. Yeah, let's go with that. For now, at least. This gives me better reflex saves. And a +1 attack modifier. I actually like this one better anyway. Alright, so I'm going to stand around, let my force regenerate. I guess I could talk to one of them about something, maybe. I'll come back and do this in a second.
why have you approached?
I have some questions.
You may.
I want to know about this place.
This was once a mighty irrigation center for Telos. It survived the orbital bombardment of the Sith, though the inhabitants did not. Ancient irrigation channels still lie beneath the surface of Telos, waiting to be used again for the reconstruction
I guess they
efforts
pumped like ice
controlled
water
from
from
this
the polar
facility.
region. But why is Atris here?
Shortly before the destruction of Dantooine by the forces of the traitor Jedi Malik, Atris had many
So I guess the Jedi did sense it
artifacts
coming.
and knowledge transported here secretly.
How did she know Dantooine would be destroyed?
The Jedi Council sensed it, Master Vrook, Master Vandar, but it was too late to do much except make arrangements for evacuation. It was a dark day.
So I guess
the
all of them
Order.
escaped, although
Many
most died later on.
Dantooine did not survive, Jedi or not. Atris would not speak for many days after the attack, and we feared our mistress was lost to us. In time, she regained her voice and her strength. She brought the artifacts and the teachings of the Jedi here and has kept them safe.
Why were the relics brought here?
Even the Sith prefer live prey to scavenging a corpse. She thought that a world already savaged by the Sith would not prove a
Guess
target
that's pretty
a second
smart in this
time.
way.
It was a place where the artifacts and the teachings of
I
the
think.
Jedi could be kept safely if the Sith could not be turned aside.
Artifacts?
Yes, many relics from Dantooine, some which predate even the destruction of Ossus.
That was an event in the comic
She
book.
was not able to
from-
save all, but she saved enough.
I don't know if it was
She
1,000 years
able
ago
to
or
bring
only
them
like 40
here
years before
the
this.
Academy's destruction.
It may not have been
was
that
a
long ago,
fortunate
actually.
thing. She was not able to save everything.
Which makes it a weird reference. Also, fun fact, way down the road, Luke Skywalker builds his Jedi Academy on Ossus after his one on Yavin is destroyed. But that's a different story for a different time. I'd like to see some of this Jedi knowledge.
Viewing the relics is not allowed without Atris's permission.
Of course. I think this is one of those scripted persuade fails, which I really hate, because then why even have it as an option? But Atris has allowed me to walk freely. Surely that implies trust.
There is truth in what
Oh.
you say. Yet many such artifacts are sealed away in Atris's chambers. But if you wish to see a few of them, speak to the last of the handmaidens. She has seen some of these objects.
Alrighty, guess I was
and
wrong
has
on that. It's not a scripted fail.
interest in such things.
Last of the handmaidens?
Yes, she should be in the training chamber to the north and west of here. She constantly seeks to improve herself so that she may no longer be ranked last among us.
Why is she ranked last?
Because she is easily distracted by matters that do not concern her or her duty. Such distractions weaken her, and she knows this.
Weaken her or strengthen her in a different way? Distractions such
I will
as?
not speak of them. Ask her yourself, if it matters to you.
Alright. I do another fight first, though, because my force has restored. And we'll talk to them in between fights.
Have you returned
Yes.
our int?
I'm ready. I probably should have used force powers before that, actually. But, whatever, I'm gonna try a stunner. Saved. I'll try again. Saved again. Alright, I'm obviously not learning anything from this. I should have used a Mandalorian melee shield. In fact, maybe I will. I have 8 of them, might as well, right? Why did she just attack her? Alright, whatever. Force shield,
This will teach you.
force valor, night speed, and now I'll go to town. Hopefully I didn't waste all my time buffing, but now I can't actually. Oh dear. Nice. Good
You
job.
know much of melee combat. You surprise me.
If you've used a sword, you may actually do better. I'll challenge you
There is
again.
nothing more that we can teach you from such contests. Such battle would only be for battle's sake.
If you cannot defeat me alone, feel free to prepare.
If that is what you we shall see how you fight against a group of. Use whatever item.
Alright, let me get ready.
Seek one.
Okay, so I'm gonna heal up a bit. And I'll talk to some of the others in the meantime. Alrighty.
You have returned. You.
I already asked about this place. What do you do here?
We serve the Jedi, and we watch.
Serve what Jedi? There's not many here.
Atris is the only Jedi here, this is true. But the Mistress will bring others in time.
Are you trained to become Jedi?
I assume you meant no insult. It is forbidden for us to become Jedi. Even if we possessed the awareness of the galaxy that the Jedi possess, we are here because we are not Jedi. That is our purpose.
Why would it be an insult?
We have taken an oath to never follow the teachings of the Jedi, only to watch those of the Order and carry out Atris's will should it be necessary. Atris believes the new Jedi Order that shall arise here will need to be guarded and watched by those not touched by the Force.
So they don't turn to the dark side again, I guess. Interesting concept. I'm not sure and who watches you?
Atris is the one we serve, and she
So a
guides our
Jedi, in
actions.
other words. Yeah, but Atris is a Jedi, and you were supposed to watch Jedi.
Atris is trusted. She has watched Jedi rise and fall and knows the ways of both paths to see the signs when they begin. She is a worthy one to judge the Jedi when the Jedi refuse to judge their own.
Yeah, sounds like a pyramid of Pizak cards to
I do
me.
not understand the reference. Pazak cards would not be good building material for a pyramid.
And that's what you have when one of the judges is in charge of the judges.
I do not expect a criminal to understand.
Criminal, jeez.
You have existed outside the circle of the Jedi for too long.
And so is Atris. I mean, there aren't any Jedi here now, are there?
Atris is the only Jedi.
No, okay, that just leads to that conversation again. Alright, other questions? Why do all of you look the same?
We share the same father, and we all bear the face of our mother. It is not unusual for the Achani of the same parents to be born so as to be indistinguishable to outsiders.
But the one handmaiden before looked different. Did she, though, besides the fact that she had her hood down?
As I have said, it is not unusual for the Achani of the same parents to be born so as to be indistinguishable to outsiders.
So she had a different set of parents.
If you seek to raise anger in me, you will fail, exile. I tolerate your presence only upon orders of the mistress. She did not order me to endure your questions.
My apologies, I meant no offense.
One cannot take back an action, and often apologizing for it only compounds the insult. Simply
Ouch,
drop
what
the
a...
matter and be
jeez.
silent.
Alright, never mind, I'll ask you something else.
You may ask.
I think that's about it for as far as conversation topics go, but we are healed, so back to the combat. This time I'm going to try it by myself beforehand.
Have you returned? If wish, use the
Nope, they remove all buffs before you begin. That kind of sucks. Alright. I'm going to just use force speed for now. I don't want to waste all these precious turns getting those buffs that are going to be marginal benefits, really.
This will teach you.
Ouch. I have to use that shield, actually. I don't want to use all my shields on this thing, though. Come on, take him out, take him out. Come on, one more attack. Good. Alright. Now I want to use a shield, and then a heal, if I can get a heal off before she kills me. I can't use a shield, though. Come on. Good. Alright. See if I can take her down in time. Did force speed wear off? It did, didn't it? Crap. Does not last very long at all. I feel like 36 seconds is not actually 36 seconds, because that did not seem like 36 seconds of it. No. No, don't kill me. Alright, come on. Come on. Oh, 3 misses. This is it. Yes, haha.
You are a strong opponent. Atris was correct about you. You know much of war and battle. Perhaps too much.
So you admit defeat?
I admit nothing. The Achani stand together. To defeat one or two of us says nothing of how a true battle would go.
Let's put that to the test. So they would defeat... Well, 5 of us would defeat... You say use any item, any weapon, any technique you wish. You will need them. Can I use my armor, though? Let me catch my breath and I'll be back. That seems hard, because fighting even two of them was kind of difficult, actually. If I could use my companions, then it wouldn't be as bad, but I don't know if they're going to allow that. I don't know how I'm going to defeat 5 of them otherwise, though. My character's just not that powerful at this point in the game. Not on difficult mode, at least. Maybe if it was on easy or even standard, but, or if I had, like, a level up I could use as a heal. I don't know if I can get that much XP, though, while I'm here.
Did you find what you came for?
Ooh, I have enough, wisdom to say this. That depends. What was I supposed to find
There
here?
was something from your past here, something unresolved. I feel we did not come to this place by chance. You were led here. This woman who resides here, she did something to you once, something that hangs upon you still.
The woman here is a Jedi, Atris, one of the Council.
There is a Jedi here, perhaps, in that you are correct. Yet there are no students, and this woman, this Atris, surrounds herself with those who cannot feel the Force. Curious.
Curious indeed. Let's see. Those who cannot feel the Force?
Yes, her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls, trained to resist tricks of the mind. This discipline blinds them to the Force as well, even if they were Force-sensitive.
How do you know that? Were you reading their minds?
Invade the mind of another. It is not something done carelessly, or when there is nothing to be gained.
Well, there's nothing more to be gained talking here.
Very well, let us depart.
Hey, Adden. What happened to Adden?
He's only sleeping. It seems the journey here has fatigued him.
Maybe not just the journey. He can sleep on the ship. Let's go.
I am sorry, General. I must have lost consciousness in the
Don't
crash.
be sorry. Nothing to apologize for. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine, General. Even power has been restored to my arm. What is
Good.
this place? Where are we?
Jedi Academy, concealed in the northern pole of Telos.
This must be where I had detected the energy readings before, and the drain to the restoration
Very
shields.
astute.
This room, this place. It looks part of a huge polar irrigation system, possibly planet-wide, like the one on Coruscant. I had been told by the Republic that it was not in use.
Are you well enough to travel?
I am, General. If you wish, I may travel with you, or join you at the ship.
Come with me. I could use your help.
Very well,
Alright, so you can only have 2 party members at a time. So I'm going to go back to using Bayodur and Kreia. And we'll have Adden get the ship ready because he is the pilot after all. Yay. Alright. I really wish you two would be able to help me fight this, these Achani peoples. Where's the last handmaiden? Oh, plasteel cylinder. Some credits in it. Nothing too great.
Why have
It's just one of the handmaidens. Hey,
This
T3!
is your droid. It looks
Forgot about him.
damaged, dissected.
Aw. You alright? Wasn't your fault they took the ship, T3. Hold on, what information are you talking about? Why would she want what's in your memory core? You can fill me in later, let me get you out of there first. Alright, we'll see you at the Ebon Hawk. Good, we rescued our droid, although it's weird that Atris was... I guess not to be unexpected though, because, you know, I'd probably do the same, honestly. Knowledge is power, after all. There's a nice stem I might be able to use. Okay, this is the door. Okay, that goes to the Ebon Hawks. That's the way out of here. But I don't want to leave quite yet. There's still a little bit I want to do. I want to talk to the other handmaiden about that, those artifacts. Some good stuff. Meditation band, what does that do? +1 wisdom and immunity 20% versus dark side. Interesting. Not gonna switch to that yet, but if I have an odd wisdom modifier, or an even one I guess, because this is already +1 wisdom, then I might do that later on. Here's like the main irrigation room. So it's not a huge base, just big enough to, there she is. Nope, that's not the one I'm looking for either. Ollie ollie oxen free. This is Atris's meditation chamber back here. I don't think we can get in. But worth a shot. Nope. Cold to the touch, and there seems to be no conventional means of opening it.
Curious thing. What lies behind it?
When I first met Atris, she emerged from this chamber.
Did she? Perhaps it is a meditation chamber of some sort.
Didn't you check the
The
minimap, Gray?
construction
That's
of
what
this
it
door is
says.
like nothing I've seen on Telos, and it is not the same as the rest of the facility here.
That is curious. So it seems like Atris had that door built special. This is a cool place to have a JAG council room, though. I like it. I don't like that Atris' own private meditation chamber is like above the JAG council. Notice how it ramps up over there. She seems to have a bit of an ego, this Atris character. Okay. Where's the other handmaiden? This is back to the, yeah, that's where we came in. There's nothing up there anyway. I am not seeing the last handmaiden. Maybe it's you? Oh, there you are.
You have returned.
Are you the last of the
I
handmaidens?
am the last of the handmaidens. This is correct. I trained so that one day that will no longer be true.
The other said you were easily distracted from your training.
It dishonors me that they would say such a thing
Oh,
to an
I'm sorry.
outsider, but I cannot deny the truth in what they say. My thoughts are not always focused on training. Perhaps once having known the ways of the Jedi, you may understand what occupies my thoughts.
What do you mean?
There is much knowledge here, and only one of the Jedi remain. There is so much about their ways of battle, their forms, their stances, that may be lost forever if the last of the Jedi is taken from the galaxy.
If you are afraid of the Jedi lore being lost, why don't you try to learn some of that lore?
Even if I possessed the senses that the Jedi were said to have, such teachings would be forbidden. Atris has set us upon the road we are to travel until the end of our days. We are to serve the Jedi by watching them, not learning their ways.
I'll try this one. Watching the Jedi is not about solely watching Jedi, but examining their teachings, their training. One does not need to practice, but to watch.
That is something I had not considered. You have given me something to reflect on, Exile. I thank you.
Just plant some seeds. Why does the knowledge interest you if it is forbidden? That's
There is
probably why.
much knowledge here.
Oh, she's.
and
This
there
is
is
gonna be,
some-
Alright. I'm gonna ask you something else.
You may.
I heard you know something of the relics Atris has stored here.
I know a little of them, yes. Much Jedi knowledge is stored here. Secrets of their teachings, combat styles, and discipline.
Where is it
The
stored?
Jedi relics are kept by Atris, within the walls of her meditation chamber. Entry is forbidden.
Of course. But surely they're not forbidden to Jedi such as mine. I don't think this is gonna. I don't think either of these is gonna work. Cray already said they have mental blocks, even though I have dominate mind. And I just feel like there's no way to get around this.
Atris has made her
Yeah.
orders on the matter clear, and she says you are no Jedi. Entry to her meditation chamber is forbidden. To even ask shows you doubt my loyalty to her.
So you've never seen these relics?
I have seen a few of them. Yes, they were not always in Atris's meditation chamber.
Can you tell me about the ones you did see?
There were many relics. Among them, small cubes, warm to the touch,
Holocrons.
each containing their own light.
Jedi holocrons. yet warm to the touch, you said.
Yes, and with a light about them. When held, some would speak, ask strange questions.
Questions.
Yes, their questions were confusing. They seemed to think I was someone else, someone's student.
Ah, of course they did. A simple misunderstanding, no doubt.
I had thought perhaps I had damaged them in some way, but I could not think of what I had done.
Where did those relics come from?
Most come from Dantooine, brought here before the academy there was destroyed by Malik. Not all relics were able to be saved, for there was not time to rescue them all. You may...
Guess that's about it. Alright, I should probably use the other lightsaber form. I guess I should probably fight them now. I think I'm going to lose this, because if I could barely beat 2, I don't know how I'm going to beat 5 of them. I just don't have any AoE attacks. Maybe if I had trained with more force powers, if I had, like, I don't know, stasis or something. I guess I'm too low of a level to actually have stasis field at this point, but, yeah, I don't know. I'll give it a try. Maybe I can grenade them all to death? I don't know when to use all my grenades, but...
You are a strong opponent.
I wonder if I could do... Is this cheating? It's probably cheating. No, not that.
Yeah?
What if I did, like...
Set and activated.
I can't leave the sparring mat though, can I? Damn it. What if I put them only on this side?
Set and activated. Set
They're probably gonna go away when
activated.
I start the fight.
Set and activated.
I really hope they don't though.
Set and activated. Set and activated. Set and activated.
One more. Too bad they don't do like a chain reaction thing. That'd be really... Oh, don't do that, don't do that. Okay. Pick up that one. Alright.
What is it?
Alright, we're gonna give this a try. I'm gonna start back here. Not that it's gonna really matter, I don't think, but... I'll talk to you. Can't even target her. I'm just gonna talk to one of the other ones. It'll teleport me over there anyway.
You have returned. I would wait. Very well. You are a strong opponent. Atris was correct about you. Then our
Why not all 6
There
of
is
you?
no need for the last of us to join in this fight. The weakest among us will only serve to diminish our techniques. We fight as one when we are 5, not 6. And that number should be enough for this lesson.
I'm ready.
Very well.
Alright, they're standing on those mines, so... Oh, they disappeared, didn't they? Well, I tried.
This will teach you.
Probably will. Nice grenade you all to death. I damage myself too is the thing. Why can't I move?
This will teach you.
Yeah, I'm gonna die. Oh, the mines are still there.
You were no match for us.
Or they only reappeared at the end. Is this even a quest? No. Alright, you know what? This is, well,
What's going
I don't
on?
think there's any way to really beat them. So I'm gonna pick up my mines. Just trying to be clever here. If I can actually buff myself before the battle started and use all my stims and everything, I might actually have a shot. But if I can't even do that, I'm not going to waste my precious turns in the combat itself buffing myself. There's like, it's better just to attack. So there's, what's the point of even having buffs? But yeah, if you do like a Sith Lord Jedi Master approach and can use a bunch of like maybe lightnings and drain life and all, then you might have a shot at it. With like AoE attacks, but I can't,
Yes.
so I don't really have a shot. I'm gonna do a quick search though, just to see if anyone has any strategies. Here we go. Is it possible to beat the Handmaidens 5-on-1? Yeah, lighting them as much as possible. Or you can use force push or force... Oh, that's interesting. You can use force push or force wave to knock them off the mat. That's clever. Hmm. Yeah, it's interesting. Alright, interesting. So there's some, like, not cheats, but like glitches you can also exploit to do it, but I'm always not going to do that. But it seems like force push is really the best way to do it. And I don't think I have force push, do I? I'm pretty sure I don't. No, I choose their abilities. Oh well. So that's the way to do it. If you have force push, that's pretty much the only way is to beat them is by disqualifying them. Clever, but yeah, my build is not built around defeating these 5, so that it is what it is. I guess that's about all there is to this academy at this point. We can probably start making our way to the exit to get out of here. It is an interesting little base. I guess I could say this now because there's I don't know if there's gonna be a better time to really talk about it. If you are playing a male character, the last handmaiden will actually join you and be a member of your party. So you might have even suspected, like, at this point, if this is your first time watching this or playing the game, then you might have suspected she was going to be a party member. She's actually not in this playthrough because I'm a female character. But if you are a male character, she will join you, and I think even become a potential love interest. Female characters get a different companion down the road who we'll meet later on. But yeah, so that's why she's kind of important. There's some loot there. Anything over there? I don't think so. Alright, so I'm going to do one more save here. Yeah, what was 14? Alright. And we'll be on our merry way. Right, we did everything here, I think. Can't think of anything I'm missing. So here we go. Yep, for good. Okay, here we go.
Now that we're off that Dejaric board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
Dejaric board of a planet, I like that. Everybody trying to replay everybody else. What's with T3? Oh, that explains so much. Slow down, I didn't catch that first part. You downloaded Atris's archives?
What is the machine saying?
He said there was a... Yeah, I don't remember which choice you have. He said there was a holo record of my trial in Atris's records.
We seem to have found it.
This is cool. Look at me in my fancy Jedi robes. There the Jedi Master sitting in judgment. And there's Atris.
Do you know why we have called you here?
So this is the Jedi Council room on Coruscant, actually, judging by the backdrop. You called me here to answer for my crimes on Malachor 5.
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
The truth is the Mandalorians had to be stopped, or countless more would have died. It's weird that there are other choices you can have, because like when Atris was recollecting it to the Handmaiden, she already said that I was like confident, and she almost died herself. So I'm gonna go with that anyway, because I would have gone with that either way. But it's weird that you kind of contradict yourself. I guess maybe it was just your memory that was flawed in that case. Either way, the truth is the Mandalorians had to be stopped, or countless more would have died.
You refuse to hear us. You have shut us out, and so have shut yourself.
I like he's like the cool hippie Jedi Master.
We feel that your true understanding of what happened at Malachor 5 will only happen in time, and it cannot happen here, near the battlegrounds where you fought.
You are exiled, and you are a Jedi no longer.
There is one last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
There we go. I like those robes, though.
Much defiance in that one.
You were correct, KotOR. When she was here, I felt it. It was as if she was not there. More like an echo.
Here's that word again.
Revan's influence has grown amongst the youngest of the Order. She speaks to their passions, not their sense. The
She
war
being
has touched
Revan,
them.
I think.
Many of them have found themselves in the war against the Mandalorians.
It is as I feared, and I fear that we have played into the hands of the enemy.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. She has lost herself. She is no Jedi. She walked Revan's path, but she was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path she did.
We are not the ones who taught her.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code, and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the exile.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. She has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let her depart. She will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with her, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let her go because we must. Where she travels, she carries her destination with her.
Malachor 5 should have been her grave. You saw it in her walk, and in the Force. It was as if she was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and she cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told her the truth. A Jedi deserves to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believe was true. There is still the matter of Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years we will call her before us and explain what happened to her, and how she may be healed. Until then, she must accept her journey.
But she may never discover the truth, and she will never know why we cast her out.
Well, now I'm curious.
The future we must accept.
The future's now here.
Those Jedi sure like their secrets, don't they?
So they knew what happened to me. They all do. Atris has a list of all the missing Jedi? Sure, display it. Master Brook, Dantooine, Master Zez-Kai-El, Nar Shaddaa, Master KotOR, Onderon, Master Vosh, Korriban, Master Atris, Telos. I knew all those Jedi Masters.
A strange coincidence.
It is no coincidence. There is some larger plan at work here, and we are walking into it. This is too convenient to be anything but a trap.
We had no choice. Those Jedi know what happened to me. What? Why is it loading?
General, is there a reason you don't
It's kind of an
carry
awkward
a
end of the
lightsaber
conversation.
anymore?
Atreus and the Jedi Council took it from me.
That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You could
That's a
build
good
another
point.
one
Like the way
if
this
you
guy
wanted
thinks.
to, but you know that.
I'm not afraid of building a lightsaber if that's what you think.
I never said you were, but whatever the reason, you should put it behind you. I know this. A lightsaber
I guess I've never really
is
needed
part
one
of
until
who you
now, but
are.
with all this stuff chasing
Without
me,
it, you're not
it would definitely
complete.
help. Very well. To begin, there are some parts I'll need.
I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the parts you need.
Since when did you become an expert on lightsabers?
I spent a lot of time around Jedi during the war.
It's true.
None of them would let me take their lightsaber apart, but I did learn about their construction. We need a power cell, emitter matrix, lens and focusing crystal. Though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them. Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you, and if it is constructed of things that identify it as your own. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable.
For the last time, no. Because you're programmed to force your opponent to go first, and nothing will convince me the computer doesn't cheat.
Zach, so he's making a reference to KotOR 1. Oh, I love that. Yeah. You're programmed to force that
Even
is
if I
yeah,
didn't have to
I
go
love
first
that.
and somehow I didn't suspect you of counting cards, I still wouldn't play with a trash compactor.
I love that sort of fourth wall breaking reference to KotOR 1. It's great.
Yeah? How many credits?
There's actually a lot of conversations between your companions, which is pretty cool.
I'm a little busy here. What is it?
Won't take more than a
Mostly
minute.
now that we're back on the ship,
All
we're getting
right,
to see a lot of
I'll
them at
While
once.
you talk.
Look, your friend, the Jedi, you know her from way back, don't you? How much do you know about her, really?
Her? You mean the general? Yeah, during the war. If that's what you mean by way back. Can't say I know too much about her, though.
Better than anyone else on this ship. Just give me your opinion, okay? And don't laugh.
I'm trying to work here, Atten.
I was just wondering if you thought maybe she and I might...
You're being serious.
You said you wouldn't laugh.
You are being serious. Atten, she was a general. I was just a tech. Your guess is about as good as mine.
Well, what's your guess then?
I'm getting back to work.
Hey!
Oh,
I'm
poor
being
Ed.
serious here. You're laughing at me? I'll put you on the scrap heap, you walking tin can.
All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances. I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well take a look at you too. What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior.
What's going on here? Oh great, now I'm in the middle of this, so I have to choose.
I am not
Probably alignment
pushing
between the
you
two of
around.
them.
I just wanted to see if there was anything I could do to upgrade your functionality.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Good. Now let's get started. You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it looks like you've been through a lot. I'll bet. I'm all done with you. If anything comes loose, let me know and I'll put it back in place.
Oh yay, plus 2 Constitution. That's definitely nice. Alright, cool. Journal entry added. Crafting a lightsaber. You have found a fixture for the energy cell. That's what I got from, what's his name? The Ithorian guy, Chodohabat. But I still need an emitter and a lens. And crystals, obviously. And then, there's also the HK parts I'm finding, too. Lost Jedi. So this is the main quest. So we know the locations of these masters where they've been hiding since the fall of the Jedi, or the end of the war. There's no telling if any of them are still alive, but there is a chance they may know you were exiled and know more of the Sith threat that pursues you. If you gather them all, maybe you can kill them, or convince them to gather on Dantooine. Well, I don't want to kill them. But being united would help us against the these new Sith that hunt us. Alright, so... what's in here? Another HK unit, but this one's different. Older and more corroded than the one you encountered on Progress. Its power core still carries a charge, but a number of critical parts are missing. Diagnose the droid. He's missing its processor, a chassis, a control cluster, and the vocabulator. So I have 2 of those parts now, but I'm still missing 2 others. Alright, all that remains is the chassis and processor. So I'll be on the lookout for those too. Give me 1 second. I'm just checking to see how long the video is. Alright, 45 minutes. That's a pretty good length for a video, I think. Yeah, so I think I'm going to save the game now, and when we come back, we will consider which planet we're going to go to first with the 4 choices offered to us, and which of the 4 Jedi Masters we're going to start tracking down. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.